皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So, this podcast, I do not know when this will be coming out, but it's probably the timing after that we have already presented that Kazu and Tomoko are going to be officially leaving the team. Now, for those of you who've been listening to my podcast channel for a while now, you probably have listened to me struggling with a lot of things, how to run the team, how to make them happier, make their lives better. And I don't know where to start. I don't have any script ready or any list of things I want to say today ready. I just want to because this is the next morning after we officially decided among our team. We had an emergency meeting, and we decided that we're going to be breaking apart the team, and this is the next morning. So I feel a little bit calmer. I slept for one night, and I really didn't want to try to record this yesterday night because that would probably be a little bit too emotional. So today I want to talk a little bit about what happened and everything before asking them to join the team, what kind of changes happened, and at least from my point of view, probably feel that Tomoko and Kazu will probably have different opinions, obviously, because they're looking at a different side. But to make a really long story short, this is my conclusion that Harumi and I got to. This is our conclusion. But basically, Harumi and I are always working and doing everything we do, making our videos or studying, training, because we want to achieve our dream. I have basically stood up this flag of our dream, saying that this is what our goal is. Like, I don't know, like Luffy's pirate flag, This is our dream, to become the best pirate ever, kind of thing. And my dream is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. I set up this flag. I said, this is our ship, and we're going to be doing everything we can to try to achieve this goal. And basically, the fundamental problem was that I asked Kazu and Tomoko to ride my ship and come with me. Come on board, But their purpose was not because they agreed with the flag. That was not their purpose. What they wanted to do was join my ship, go on board to my ship because they were my friends. And this was the fundamental problem. The first, disorder that our team originally had. And it took me forever, a really long time, just about a year after Tomoko joined, full-time joined the team for me to notice this. Because everything that I did for them, everything I said to them has been not, working so well. Harumi and I was always struggling because whatever we do and say, it seems that they're not understanding what we're saying or doing. And I was saying this example, like for example, if you are, let's say you are a basketball player and you want to go to NBA, and you're in, let's say you're a high school student, you want to aim for NBA someday, and you're training every day, a really tight schedule, but you love doing it because you have this flag saying that I am going to become an NBA player. And because you have such a big dream, you want the people to, of course, go along the dream with you, go along the path with you. And you had your two best friends, you basically invited them. You want to become an NBA player too. Let's do this. Let's play basketball together. And they were like, yeah, of course, we love you. We were friends. Let's do that. But once we started doing it, though, it's like your friends were like, why are we training so hard? I mean, weren't we friends? It's like let's go and get a drink after this. Well, we were high school, so we wouldn't be able to do it. Let's go and now, have dinner together. And the other person would be like, no, I want to be an NBA player. I need to train even more, I need more practice. Of course, we would sometimes, like in real life, let's get out of the metaphor. In real life today, like for me and Kazu and Tomoko, we would go to izakaya sometimes. We would go and have lunch together just to chat. We would do that once in a while. But for example, this is Kazu. This is Kazu's metaphor. He was probably more like, well, we're friends. Shouldn't we hang out more? Shouldn't we do more fun? And I was like, no, we have this flag. We have this flag really high and big. We need to do this. We need to do more training and everything. But probably that didn't suit his beliefs because he hasn't 100%, understood what this flag is about. And it's probably not probably, it's 100% my fault that it didn't make it clear enough for him. Now, Tomoko, on the other hand, has a completely different reason. If we continue down the same exclamation or metaphor using the basketball thing, I invited Tomoko because she was my best friend. Same reason. But Tomoko's purpose was also not the flag, but different from Kazu. Tomoko's purpose was that she wanted to grow more. She wanted to advance her own skills. As I explained before in my podcast, Tomoko has been constantly struggling. What is the purpose of my life? Like, why am I alive? Like, what is the passion of my life? Like, who would need me? She's still really struggling to find her life purpose, her meaning of her life. So she's really focused on what she is doing and what she wants to do, and so on and so forth. So my image is like, so because basketball is a team sport, it'd be like, for this team to become a better place, we need to do this, cooperation technique or whatever it is. I've never played basketball before. I just had this example, but we need to, for example, do this together, cooperate together. You need to work on this together. But it's like with one player saying that, no, I'm here to advance my own skills. I don't have time. I'm not here to do like what, work together with you guys and take hand in hand. No, I'm talking about me. What are my skills? How are my skills going to be advanced, kind of thing. But with basketball as a team sport, we need to work together. But if your purpose is completely different, like you'd rather be just dribbling the ball on your own or doing 3-point shoots, and not doing the whole what should I say, running across the court, someone passing to another person, and the third person shoots and gets the goal, kind of thing. You wouldn't want to practice that because that's not your purpose, kind of thing. So that's Kazu and Tomoko from my point of view. We talked about this, by the way. I used a very similar metaphor to explain this to her as well. And so this is it. Everything that we went through, all of the struggles and all of the fighting we did, it basically is the same reason. Because in the first place, our goals were not the same. So no matter how much we talk, no matter how many meetings we do, it'll never match because the fundamental, the most basic starting point is completely different. So do I feel sad, for example? Do I feel sad about having to, disassemble this team? My answer would actually be no. I'm not sad because definitely I could see that Tomoko and Kazu were suffering. And I really, as a friend, I don't want them to struggle. The very first reason, the motivation why I wanted to join them to my team is because I thought I'd be able to make them happier. Because I thought that having a big dream, being able to head towards it, doing everything, seriously, with a lot of effort, I personally thought that that's going to be a lot of fun. Because the saddest thing about life is that you don't have a purpose and you don't have a goal, for yourself, right? At least for me, that was my point of view. And, it's impossible for you to have, 10 people's points of view in one brain, right? You can try to learn, you can try to understand, but in the end, when you make really important decisions in your life, you have to think from what your values are, right? From your point of view. So from my point of view, I thought that if there was this big dream that we can all try to head towards together, try to work together and achieve, I thought I'd be able to change their lives and make them happier. Because the reason why, first of all, that they came to our team is because Kazu and Tomoko, they were both saying that there must be something more that I want to do in my life. Tomoko was very struggling with her her last job. She was crying every single day. She probably is now too. But she was like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I suffering so much? So I was like, if you're interested, would you like to come to my team? And one of the reasons why she was suffering so much is because the people of our company are really not serious about their jobs. They're like, okay, it's 9 o'clock, go to work, 5 o'clock, let's leave, and just get basic, minimum work done, and they can just go, And she was really sad about that. She wanted to do something seriously so she can, again, brush herself up, become a better person, have more advanced skills. So I said, you definitely have me that's going to always be serious about my dream, always be constantly working hard. I think you'll have a lot of fun working with me. Yeah. How about you join? Kazu was saying the same thing. He worked for the same company for 5 years, and he although he did like his job, he was like, "Oh, am I gonna be ending my life like this?" I can kind of like see the future now. Like I'm gonna be turning 40, 50, going up into higher ranks within my company. But is that really what I wanted to do in my life? That's what he told me. So I was like, no, Kazu, there's much more that you can do. You have a really high potential, both Tomoko and you. There's much more we can do together. So come with me. You can learn new skills. You can take new challenges. Although it's hard, there's a lot of freedom in our team. And that's why I invited him. But again, in the end, that wasn't Kazu's purpose. That wasn't Tomoko's purpose. One comment that I got in one of my past podcasts where I talked about how I'm really struggling to run my team. I forgot who it was. I'm really sorry. But someone told me, Shogo. He was criticizing me. He was a little bit angry, probably. Angry? Well, yeah. He was telling me, Shogo, you're trying to force Kazu and Tomoko to work so hard. But Shogo, that's your dream. That's not their dream. There was a comment saying that. And all of the comments that I received in that podcast where I talked about my struggling about running my team were actually pretty on the side of Tomoko and Kazu, what should I say? It's like, Shogo, I really didn't expect you were this kind of person kind of comments were 80% of the comments I got on that podcast. And I was really, really shocked. And especially the one I just introduced about that's your dream and not theirs. Really, really stuck with me. From that timing, I read that comment, I finally started to realize that although it is my dream, but it's an opportunity, it's an environment for everyone, all of my team members to shine. I'm sorry about my second daughter, by the way. Because if we try to pursue this dream, it's not just me that's going to be benefiting from it, right? Because Kazu, Tomoko, they'll both be able to learn new skills, meet new people, earn more money. Oh, by the way, Kazu and Tomoko, their salaries have gone up since they joined my team from their previous job. So I've been able to give them more salary because of us trying to pursue our dream and doing new businesses, right? But still, even someone who was listening to my podcast thought that that's not their dream, that's yours. And the first thing that came to my mind, the same thing yesterday too. I'm just really, really sad. I'm really, really sad. If I was a captain, for example, of a baseball team, let's change it to baseball. Now let's say we had a dream of winning the national game. And let's say this captain said, let's do this training today. Let's go here. Let's do this kind of, practicing together. Let's have these kind of meetings. And then sometime, someone would say, well, captain, that's your dream. That's not ours. That's just really sad, isn't it? And that's exactly the reason why I thought it's time we need to end this team. No matter how we're going to be changing from here, I don't know what's going to be happening from here, to be honest. We came to a point where we can't return. Me, Kazu, Tomoko, me, the four of us can't even look at each other's eyes and talk anymore. It's come to a point where we can't even communicate with each other properly. So yesterday's meeting was, I don't know when the last time was, but yesterday's meeting was, since a very long time, we were able to talk with each other honestly. For such a long time, we were constantly wearing masks and putting on armor when we talk with each other, if that makes sense, We had this wall between us. Yesterday, I was able to talk with them very honestly for a very long time. I was originally They were the two people who originally I could do that the most in this world because they're my best friends, right? But it was so sad I wasn't able to do that for a real long time because I'm constantly thinking, like, would they understand this? Or is this too much? Am I asking too much? Or so on and so forth. But anyways, I don't know where the conclusion of the story is, but yeah, let's say this is really important. No one is good or bad. None of us. The four of us, no one did anything bad. We did hurt each other with words, with the things we said, with the things we did to each other. But that happens if you're trying to achieve a big dream. That's not the problem. The biggest problem, again, is that we didn't have the same purpose, the same reason to fight. And the most important part that I need to tell you today is that no one is wrong. Kazu was not wrong. Tomoko was not wrong. Neither Hanami or I was wrong. We all did everything we could to try to achieve our own purposes. The only problem was that it's not the same. No one is wrong. No one did anything wrong. They did everything based on what they believed. And this is the results. So that's the reason why we need to disassemble our team. Maybe someday we'll be able to work again together. I don't know if that deal has come or not, but for now at least, I do not have the power to make Tomoko and Kazu happy. Unfortunately, I thought I did, but I was too immature to do it, too inexperienced. Too naive probably as well. Yeah. So this is our decision. So again, I might be speaking a little bit slower than usual. I might sound a little bit sad and everything, but I'm actually feeling a lot better. I was much more sad when I was thinking that I need to try to continue this team, try to maintain it. Because Kazu and Tomoko did not look happy. They were looking really tired. They literally told me that they're not living happily right now. And that is the saddest thing for me. Because I'm their friends. I love them. Of course I do. For some of me, that's the saddest thing that can ever happen. So for now, being able to release them from all of the pain that I've been giving them because our purposes were different, I'm really happy as a friend, to be honest. And for me as well, because now I can really dedicate all my life, all my time to the things that I really want to pursue. I am really looking forward to doing it. There's going to be a lot of things that I want to do from now on, and I really hope you can look forward to that. There's tons of YouTubers who are on their own. They don't have like a partner or a team or anything, but they are very successful. So I really don't have any excuses. I will do everything I can. I will continue to do everything I can. And guys, as I always say, my dreams will absolutely 100% will come true. I guarantee you that. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to study, travel, or work, or even train our traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems. We are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a better future. And to do this, I used to say that our goal is to achieve 2 million subscribers by January 2023, but with this situation with our team right now, you've probably been seeing that our views have been going down. Our number of subscribers have been going down. It's because the heart of our team has not been won for a really long time now. So I'll definitely, it's just the next day after we had the meeting. There's so many things that we need to decide on how to do things. You probably know by now, by the way. You probably watched our main video of how we decided to report this to you guys and everything. But anyways, for now, I won't say anything. But I'll again guarantee you that my dream is absolutely going to be coming true. Thank you so much for listening to such a long story.